Salutations, my YouTube and American friends. This is Edward Mendez, and this is my review for Drive. If I can drive. Drive is a terrific film starring Ryan Gosling as driver. I'm not gonna do this. Salutations again, my YouTube and American friends. Edward Mendez here again in my car. Too risque to drive during the day. Here's my review for Drive. Drive was a knockout of a film. It was absolutely amazing and beautiful to watch. There was not one moment in the movie I disliked. I'll take that back in a minute. So visceral and exciting and had such a great tension to it. From the look of the trailers, they're selling you one movie. They're trying to sell you The Transporter, just with another actor. But the movie had much more than that. The movie had an emotional depth, and that was so solid in that film. And the movie, from a filmmaker standpoint, is just extremely exciting and powerful. The way it was shot and the way it used style and technique over just pumped out action was so much cooler. The movie has a story to it. The man, driver, you don't know his name. You don't need to know his name. You don't need to know where he came from. You can get a sense of where he might have gone and where it might have been before, just from Ryan Gosling's magnificent performance. He has a powerful, strong, knockout performance that I haven't seen in many movies in a long time. Sorry the footage is so dark, people, but come on. He is a stunt driver in the movies. He is also a mechanic, and he's also a getaway driver. 5 minutes, nothing more, nothing less, gets you away from the cops. Something really unique about this driver. That's not like other movies where they're doing crazy stunts, getting away from the police in the movie, flipping over things and blowing up things. He literally uses the streets and knows how to hide. This was a very smart and more realistic take on that whole idea. He has a beautiful neighbor who's played wonderfully by Carey Mulligan. She's a fantastic actress. She's absolutely beautiful. He starts to develop a relationship between her and the son. What I love about that relationship is that it becomes nothing like making out and stuff like in other movies, or there has to be a sex scene, it's an action movie and stuff like that. It's nothing like that. Whoa, camera's moving. It's nothing dumb like that. It's a real true relationship at heart. It's just feeling good being with that person and stuff. There's a really splendid shot of where the camera's stuck on the stick shift of the car, and we see him put his hand on there, and she goes and slides her hand on top and squeezes his hand, and the camera doesn't go up to show the emotion on the face of what they're thinking. It stays on that shot because that shot is more meaningful than anything else. There's also another terrific shot of when he's just looking up at her, and this happens a lot in the movie. Ryan Gosling does not blink, swear to all that is holy. He's just staring at her, and she's staring back at him, and she starts to smile, and he starts to smile, and then they'll change back. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And in the movie, her ex-husband is getting out of prison, or her husband still technically gets out of prison, and he was always mixed up with the bad people and the wrong people, and gets to do a job in order to protect his family. The driver, being involved with the family, decides to step in and help him because he's got to watch out for this job. Of course, in the movie, something has to go wrong, and this job goes all wrong, and the driver gets mixed up with the wrong people he should never ever want to get mixed up with, and with other ties that come into play, things go chaotic. What I do love that it's not a chaotic that in other movies where there's an action scene, an action scene, an action scene, an action scene, an action scene. It's orchestrated so well. Every shot is so visceral and exciting. When the violence happens, it happens. I gasped in the theater, so did everyone else. We even laughed at some points. Other characters to know are Ron Perlman as Nino, and Ron Perlman's awesome in whatever he does. And there's a really awesome shot of him, and you'll know the shot when you see it. The one person I did not really like in the movie, don't get me wrong, he's a great actor, but I just didn't feel right with him in this part. Albert Brooks as the bad guy for me just didn't click so well. Underplayed in a way, or maybe even overplayed, and it just wasn't the right part for him. He was Finding Nemo's father. This is a film. This is a masterpiece. I just picked my nose. That was great. The cinematography and direction are absolutely beautiful. Won Best Director at the Cannes Film Festival, and it strongly deserves it. The performance by Ryan Gosling is just splendid. I enjoyed the film. It was a bloody good time. It's a powerhouse, a knockout. It's terrific. It is one of the very best films of this year. Tom Cruise could have maybe done the performance a little better than Ryan Gosling, but Ryan Gosling is an amazing actor, and I want to see more of his stuff now, and I want to know what he's going to do in the future. I give the film a 4 out of 4. It's a masterpiece on my scale. I'm Edward Mendez. Check out all my reviews at TheRenoReview channel on YouTube or on my Facebook. And keep watching them and drive.